What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. That scared the hell out of me. I pushed the record key and the music came on at the exact same second as I pushed the record key. And then also on top of that, I had the game out tab for hella long. That freaked me out. For just a second, I was like, oh my god, I don't know what just happened. I'm scared. So I did some investigation, and I guess this one right here is for restocking. A lot of people said that it doesn't work very well, though, so I don't know. They said that the guard duty works really, really well, especially if you put them like by the door like I have. They also said that they only pick up items within a 10 radius, so putting him in the middle might be a better plan. We'll let him run the way he is right now. I really feel like somebody should ratchet down that backpack. I don't like it when machinery jiggles like that. Like, long term, that thing is definitely going to fall off. We want things to be strapped down tight. Vibration is the enemy of mechanics. So anyways, we'll go ahead and open up the shop. We don't have a whole lot of other stuff to do. Got some dead bodies to clean up, though, so just in case you wanted to be the town gravedigger, that would actually be a really, really good way to earn yourself some extra money on the side in this game. Be a gravedigger? Yeah. I mean, you're already responsible for, like, 80% of the murders in town. It's a rough neighborhood. The other 20% are unaccounted for. They aren't me, I swear to God. I heard a rumor that there's a hat store on the other side of the block. It might be him. Never talked to him. Don't know him. It looks like his crotch is angry right now. Just like, ah, like angry eyes crotch. I don't know. That's what it looked like to me. So I figured I'd point it out. That's the secret to being a YouTuber. If you have a thought, just spit it out. Hope that it's a coherent one and that nobody makes fun of you. It's the best way. I mean, you're gonna get made fun of. It's the internet. You gotta set that aside. And I'm a prideful person, so sometimes I have trouble with it. They said it uses like 1 fuel a day. So let's go ahead and put it on retrieval. Cool. He levitates. That's pretty sweet. I thought he was gonna roll around on like tank treads or something. Does he only pick up like 1 item on his way back in? Can I take the item from him? What happens if I do that? Oh, I can pick up the robot. Okay. So I guess, does the robot maintain the fuel? Oh, that drains his fuel? Oh, dude, no! Oh, that needs to be fixed right now. I'm so upset. Oh, that's really, really... That's a downer. That's a downer right there. Alright, we'll fix it. It's fine. We're gonna make money today. I am disappointed with myself, though, because I was looking forward to taking some time off and not having to stock items every 12 seconds from a dirty floor and everything. Restock all this stuff. I got my eye on you, first customer. I got my eye on you. Ain't no prize for being first. Except for a lightning bolt to the side of the jugular. Like, blam! He's like, oh my god, you've electrified my jugular vein. Why would you do this? You're a dick, you know that? That sucks that you lose the fuel, though. That sucks big time. I thought I was picking up the item that he was carrying. I was just playing around with the system. That's what I've learned today. Don't play around with systems. Don't bother. Don't do it. Don't let it happen. Just let the system function autonomously. Damn it. I want these boots. So close. They're like right there. I can taste them. Everybody buy my stuff. I'm going to lower my prices by like 10%. Because I feel like a lot of stuff's getting thrown off the shelves right now. And I would like things to remain on their original pedestals. Their original seatings. You know what I mean? Their original fixins. Did I say settings already? I don't know. I got jewelry on the brain. Can we do jewelry later on? Like, do we get stuff like magical rings and things of that nature? I want magic rings. That's all that I've ever wanted since I was a little kid. A ring with like a green jewel on it that shoots an energy beam at somebody. That's all that I have ever desired since the beginning. Since we just wasted a lot of money. Like, seriously, that was really unprofitable losing all that fuel. I'm going to place the order. We're going to go for it. I just wanted to see how long 1 fuel will last. We'll turn him on once we get to daytime. I'm pretty good at turning robots on. I don't know if you knew that, but it's a skill set that I have. I trained with the Robo-Geishas in San Francisco. It's a very prestigious group. They don't talk about it much. They try to keep it under wraps. Because the second that the nerd public finds out about the Robo-Geishas, they're all going to want to be one. Only I can sexually stimulate a robot like that. It's a skill set. I've been trained. There's specific music, vocal tones. There's eye contact. There's the slight brushing of the hand across the robot's chassis. Makes him happy. And the robot's happiness is all that I care about. Give me whatever is inside this box. That guy's running. That guy's running. Get him. Get him, Dougie. Get him. I realize I'm in control of my character right now, but sometimes I like to cheer myself on. You gotta be your own best cheerleader. It's the only way you're gonna get anywhere in life. I found that most people won't vouch for you. Maybe it's just because I'm not a vouchable person. That's also possible. You always gotta look at the flip side. It's easy to point the finger at other people. Sometimes you got a knife handed up. Did you steal from me too, you little bitch bastard? You did, and you stole something expensive. That's what you get, you little he bastard. There we go. Problem solved. Is bastard a swear word? I've never been able to decide if bastard is like a real swear word or not. Like, it's definitely a word that you probably shouldn't use too much, like in a professional setting. Hey, you go back inside there. The robot menu! I give you fuel! Let's restock this shelf real fast. I need some cash money Skrilla guap, like, really soon. If I can't get any cash money gorilla... Did I say gorilla? Cash money... Gorilla guap. Everybody needs gorilla guap. Although that would just be like bananas or like boogers or something, wouldn't it? I don't know. What do gorillas use as currency? Like social interactions? Man, we are going through some items right now. Let's get some weapons out and restock these shelves. Sir, you're supposed to be picking up that item on the floor over there. There we go. Restock the axes. Did I do that right? Why is it resetting to the portal thing? Here, reset it right there. Huh. There's definitely an item on the floor over here. There are several items on the floor. Sir? Are you going to help out with this? Oh, man. I hope the robot isn't bugged. I read a bunch of stuff about him, and it seems like they get bugged a lot of the time. It might be because he's up against the wall, maybe. There you go. Catch a thief. That's good. Just do something. I don't care what you do. Just be useful in some way. Maybe chasing down thieves is more useful than restocking anyways, because that means I can lower my guard for just a little bit. I've already lowered several guards into their graves. It's a rough neighborhood out here. They are frequently getting murdered. They said that if you're going to run a sentry bot like this, you got to put it next to the front door, and that'll make sure that the thieves never escape. Man, what a world we live in. What a world we live in, where we can cast lightning from our hands, and robots will destroy those who look at us wrong. What a world to live in. What a fantastic place. We'll go ahead and throw some shoulders over there. We're making a little bit of money. I mean, robot. So that's specifically what I hired you for, and you're not doing it. Alright. Well, if he's not going to do his job, God, it is so noisy in here right now. It's because I always come in and I'm like, I want to hear the music to help me get into like the theme of the game and enjoy myself more. And then I turn it up way too loud, and then I'm just like, ah, I'm deaf! I can't hear. We're dead. We're all dead. Robot, you want to... I don't think he's doing his job right now. Alright. I'm going to remount him real fast. I think he's bugged. They said the robots can be weird if you don't place them. Like, maybe I'll put him at the end of this rack right here so that he's, like, not up against a wall or anything like that. That might make him function a little bit better. They said they're finicky about sometimes they see their location as, like, inside a wall or something. I don't really know. Not familiar enough with the game. But all I know is that a lot of people have complained about the robots on the forums. And so there's, like, specific placements that seem to make them work better than others. Keep restocking helmets. Everybody needs a helmet, also known as a hellhound. Hell hath no fury like a hellhound scorn. I put that on the wrong shelf. It's okay, I just need to restock right now. The more 30% stuff we have, the happier I will be. Nobody's thieving from me, right? Let's put those back on the shelves. I feel like we're slowly growing our business, but it's not going anywhere that quickly. Did you throw another shield on the floor right after I stocked it? You are just the worst. What is up with people's manners in this neighborhood? The lack thereof. Come on, more money. Make me more cash money, Gorilla Guap. These guys throwing stuff on the floors over here. Man, game really starts to lag out once you get a bunch of customers, don't it? Starts to slow down a little bit. I'm one of those 60 frames per second purists, too. You couldn't have thought you were going to make it out the door by stealing when I'm right in front of you. That looks good. I mean, it doesn't really matter that we make like a big profit right now because I don't really care. We have all the stock we really need right now. We're just waiting on K points so that we can upgrade things. K points are a little stingy, but I know you can adjust them once you get into... You can adjust the K points in the options or whatever if you wanted to accrue them a little bit faster, which might be a smart idea. I don't know. If people start to get bored with the series because it feels like it's the same thing over and over and over again, I may just do that so we can advance a little quicker. Right now, though, I feel like we're moving along. I could use another armor rack. I really sincerely could. I don't know if there's any point, like, sweeping things off the floor. They make such a massive mess, like, all the time that I have trouble wondering if there's actually any utility to doing any of this, because some of the stuff in the game doesn't really seem to affect much. Like, they still come in and they buy stuff, even if you don't sweep for, like, hours at a time. It's hard to tell what the exact throughput is, though. Alright, so there's a shield right there. Restock those with a quickness. Make sure nobody's running around. We only got 5 seconds of daytime left. That guy just stole from me. And so in the interest of maintaining my reputation as a manslayer, I'm going to go ahead and take that away from him. And look at that. The frame rate recovers the second the daytime ends. That's funny. It also seems to have to do, yeah. I think there's got too many people in town right now. People walking around everywhere. I don't know if they're just trying to make the town seem busy or what, but yep. It also seems to be outside related. Huh, weird. Maybe it's my shop that's making everything lag out. I don't know. My 60 frames per second purity. Come on. I believe in you, helmet. Go on the shop. Oh, man. Oh, I'm all out of helmets? Well, maybe I'll work on that next. Let me restock some of these other shelves real fast, though, before we go any further in. I hated restocking. Restocking was the worst when I was working in retail. They put you on duty to just sit there and just, like, be bored for hours at a time, just, like, moving shit around on shelves. It's awful. I don't speak too highly of retail because I feel like it's an experience that most people are forced into. It's not one that you, like, choose. It's just, like, it's just a job, man. Like, when people get mad at you, it's just, like, a shit job for me, dude. I don't care about this. If I got fired tomorrow, I go home whistling. Like, I'm okay. Thanks for the 2 weeks off while I go get another job. I don't care. This job sucks. But that's just the kind of retail employee I am. Some people get into that shit. Everybody's got that manager. That, like, overachiever manager that, like, work at, like, McDonald's or whatever, but they're gonna, like, move all the way up. They're gonna be corporate Mickey D's and walk around with a suit or whatever. I just can't bring myself to try hard at a job. Like, they don't pay me enough to try hard. I'm looking directly at the amount that you pay me, and it's not nearly enough to make me try hard. And, you're giving me, like, a 2 out of 10's pay, so I'm gonna give you, like, a 1 out of 10's effort for the disrespect. These dudes. And I can't even zap him yet either. There we go. I'm gonna clean up some of these corpses. I think they're probably negatively affecting our business. We are still selling things, though, so that's good. Trying to make a profit. Trying to keep my camera up so I can still look at what they're doing while I'm cleaning up dead bodies out here. And that guy was innocent. We just lost hella money. Shouldn't have taken a chance on it. So as far as my shop goes, 65%. We're up like 1%. It's okay. Does it go up when I sweep the floors, or is that just inconsequential to the whole thing? I'm going to go ahead and throw... Where's the... There we go. Got enough of that right there. Restock all that. Looking very, very sexy. Looking mercantile sexual right now. Is that even a thing? I don't think it is. I just make up words whenever I'm confused, guys. That's all that I do. I just make up stuff. There we go. I always get this feeling in the pit of my stomach, too, when I hit, like, a conversational topic, where I'm just like, abort, 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 wee-oo, wee-oo. Like, there are times, like, mid-conversation, I'll realize that this is not suitable for, like, conversation in a video, and I'll start looking for, like, abort options, where I'm just like, how can I escape from the responsibility of finishing this thought without somebody questioning me about it? Yeah. Let me figure out a way. I'm going to do a little bit of civic research here and see if I can figure out a way to no longer be on this conversational topic. I feel like this is going to backfire. The longer I talk about this, I feel like it's going to backfire. Spin that around. I don't even know if sweeping helps. We're up by 1%, so I'm going to say yes, it probably does. We're still selling product. We ended up more positive than we were yesterday, so That's all you can really ask for. Homer, what you want? Don't! Grab that shit. He wanted some armored boots? I got armored boots over there, homie. Or are these the ones you... Oh, man, he wanted these boots. Will he turn back around and come back in here? Ah, I was going to sell them to him, but whatever. I don't care that much. Kind of lazy right now. I just made $15,000 in one day. That's the kind of shit that, like, rappers make songs about. Although I strongly doubt they make that much money. Like, every now and again, people make claims. And I just don't believe them. Like, I want to see the bank statement before I believe them. I'd be like, show me the bank statement. I want to see it. You make $16,000 a show. I'm going to go ahead and eat it. Because I was in the music industry for a long, long time. Like, for a big chunk of my actually pre-adult and adult life. Playing shows 3 times a weekend, traveling, all that kind of stuff. And, even on, like, a sold-out night, club managers are stingy as hell. They don't pay you shit. Like, on a particularly good night, you might make, like, $1,000. But that's a night that's, like... That's a night that's really stand out, like the best night of a year, and that's like the merchandise combined with what they paid you out the back from the bartender or the guy that owns the club. I strongly doubt it, especially since I was indie at the time, and they got like record company royalties and shit they gotta pay, like because record companies pretty much keep all the money from ticket sales. Merch and your personal images. Normally, kids, if you're in a band right now, don't ever, for the love of God. Don't let your record company, let's say you get a record deal that comes down the line on a piece of paper, don't ever let them take the rights to your image or the rights to your merchandising. If they try to take your merchandising and they try to take your merch, they take your merch and your image away from you, you ain't making no money. You're going to be an indentured slave. And I'm not even, that's not me talking. I know so many musicians who worked like loads and loads of hours a week and their record company just like screwed them over and over and over again. Believe me, they come to the table. That's why so many people go indie nowadays and they just sell on iTunes or whatever. It's because record companies are obsolete. You don't need them anymore. Especially now that we live in an age where you can just load up Pro Tools on your computer and do it all yourself. It'll take you like maybe 2 weeks to learn the basics of sound engineering. From there, there's a little bit you have to learn, but it's stuff you'll pick up along the way. You can make a reasonably sounding demo if you just sit down a couple hours a night and fiddle with... So let's say that I take you back. No, I don't want you in there. Let us also say that I take you back. Let's try and put this in a different spot, shall we? Like, we'll put it right there. That might be a little close. Let's space it a little better. There we go. That looks good. And now, we'll take our little robo friend. Let's have a look at our stocks. We got pants. We got swords, we got axes, we got fire resist, we got shields. Chest pieces looking good, plate pants looking good. What we don't have, health potions, boots, helmets, shoulders. So, I would like to take... I wonder where you put those at. Those are high market items right there. Anyways, let's stick to the subject. Health potions. I need like, can I shift click these? Oh, you can for 10 of them, good. Let's get some health potions. I'm going to go for, let's see, it takes 6 to fill up our racks. So I'll take 20 of those. 20 of those. We needed, I'm going to say 10 of each. And while we're restocking, 10 of those. And that leaves me with 16,000 to play around with once we're done with all this. I'm going to get 1 bot fuel for right now, so that I can activate this robot over here. Once activated, we'll figure out if he's going to be a contributing member of our little society or if he's going to remain kind of stuck and not working properly. I'm not mad about it. The game's in early access. It's one of those things where if something doesn't work, you're playing early access right now. Nobody is forcing you to play early access. I am naturally, because I work in gaming, I'm very suspicious of early access, especially if I have to pay money for it. However, if I choose to buy in, I tend to be pretty easygoing about it because I chose this for myself. There we go. We'll throw that in. And once we start up our day, maybe I'll have him chase thieves. I don't know. I don't like picking up items, though, either. I get bored. We need to restock some of these shelves, and once that's done, we should be pretty magical to get started on another day. Let's throw those in there. Yeah, that looks great. I think I need a few more of these in here. I don't really care about that bottom left-hand shelf. I'll worry about it later. We've got blue potions over here, just in case. They're frosty on the way down, too. That's the nice thing. They stay eternally cool. I don't know how we do it. We've come up with some kind of like Freon recipe for medieval times, but it works out great. It's freezing on the shelf. It has condensation on it. People naturally want to drink it. It's resulted in a couple of lawsuits. I did have to put up a sign, please don't drink this inside the shop. Walk outside the shop, drink it, and then I'll be like, well, they must have contaminated it with something, because that's just the sort of shopkeeper that I am. Helmets are stocked. Everything's looking good. I need to put shoulders over here. Good. And then we'll just keep varying qualities of boots over here, because I don't know why somebody, maybe he's broke. I don't know why people only want the armored boots sometimes when they come in. I guess they got like a budget or something they're trying to function inside of. We got $5,000 left over. How many K points did we get for the last round? We got like another 35 K points. Okay. We can take quests. Let's take some quests, because I feel like that'll make my life a little bit easier. That's the rare wish. I don't want to do that one. I think we can do this one right here, though. I think that's two-handed swords. Yeah, and plain swords. So I think we can make that work. That is a sword that you wield on the plane. I will probably order a few more plain swords then if we're going to work towards that. Did I need 10? How many did I need to get that quest done? 15. Okay. I'll order 5 more in just a minute. Well, I'll order 5 more right now. And then I'm going to need to prioritize selling off the swords if I can. And so I think when this is done... There's wooden spears, huh? I wonder if I get that from the druid menu or what I get that from. You on your way in here? I started watching Training Day this morning, but I couldn't decide if I could get into it or not. I don't know. The movie was starting to make me angry. Denzel Washington's a dick in that movie. I don't know if I could let somebody disrespect me like that over and over and over again. He pointed a gun at my head. It's kind of on. I don't even care if you're my boss. Point a gun at somebody's head. The next time you turn your back, you're catching a shiv, homie. It's going to be ugly. You kicked it off. You broke one of the cardinal rules. I don't know why the church has so many of those rules, but there are cardinal rules that the cardinal must live by, and you just broke one. Don't point guns at people's heads. That's a big one at the Vatican. Anyways, that's the end of Shoppe. My name is Splattercat. See y'all next time. How do, everybody?